Let's talk about how to build a community on YouTube. I could only speak from my experience, and I remember the start being a struggle because this goes for like any YouTuber with no connections or whatsoever. When you start your channel, nobody would know about you, and a bitter truth is nobody cares. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. So in order to build a community, I think a good place to start is to understand what that means in the context of the internet. I think it's actually helpful if we take a look at it like, our traditional physical communities. Um, let's just say our neighborhood, right? We are technically a community in our like local neighborhood because we are bonded by the fact that we've chosen to live in a specific area, and that's where we do our day to day, right? The internet community is kind of something like that, but kind of not really. You are bonded by something that you have all chosen to do. In PSN's case, that would be gaming, online gaming. So I guess there's a reason why be yourself or stay true to what you love, follow your passion is being said a lot. You want your community to be founded on genuineness, honesty, authenticity, because building a community is one thing, but sustaining that community as it grows, that's really like the challenging part. And that's what you would have to do in the long run. So how did I get this community started? I started off by doing videos that I'm passionate of. Of course, it took a while because nobody knew who I was and nobody cared. I I just kept at it, blindly just blindly making videos of what I love until the algorithm picked up my Plants vs Zombies video. That was the first gaming video that I ever made. And I have COVID to thank for a lot of people being online, revisiting the game, kind of starting the community, like the base community from around there. So if you're a new content creator, don't be frustrated if it doesn't if the community doesn't happen right away, because it does take time. Just continue doing what you love, because again, that would be the foundation of what's to come. Now, assuming you're someone who's already established like a base community, I think the next important step is to engage with those first few members. I think the first, if memory serves, I could be wrong. My first memory of having like an engaged community was back when I started streaming the Teal Mask DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. There was a new mini game called Ogre Austin, and it was hard to do alone. Basically impossible. It's encouraging you to do union circles and get a Nintendo Switch online. And nobody was doing it. So I thought, why not stream Ogre Austin and help people complete the 10 levels, the 10 difficult levels? Because if you complete it, there's a reward for a shiny Munchlax guaranteed with a crafty mark. So I did that. And that's when I found Ralt, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Ralt's one of our original community members, along with the other originals that followed shortly afterwards. Pedro, Wooper, Ogre Pon, who has changed her name several times. I think now she's known as Lampent. And then Noah, and then Justin, then Isma. Yeah, the OGs. I think that was the start. So we had we had we had found something that we wanted to do together, and that is the reason why I encourage like games with online capabilities or multiplayer options during live streams, because I guess like it is fun to watch a live stream, but what's even better is, actually being a part of it, actually doing something with the host. So once you have your base community, you find something to actively engage them. And you have to like be creative with it. A post, a community post would be sufficient if you are not able to do a live stream. Videos and shorts, you can encourage them to comment. You can do community polls, online polls. And thank you so much to Norai for suggesting it. It took me a while, but it was Norai who suggested that I create a Discord server, which is now members only. But from time to time, I would share the links to the live audience and see if anyone is willing and able to join. They can get in for free. So those are some of the things. Engaging a community, just talk to them, be comfortable. Personally, I see my YouTube community as an escape from the reality of the world. Yes, it is a place of comfort, a place of support, and a place of genuine peace and happiness. I want that feeling whenever I engage with the community, so that it's not a chore, because it really isn't. I would encourage you to define what a community is for you and build an environment around that. And I guess now is a good time to talk about challenges of having a community. Every now and then, there is an internet person who is just unfit or is just unwelcome. They might display unwelcome behavior towards your community and your community members. It is up to the content creator to address, because yeah, it is your community technically, so you have the responsibility to address those as it happens. I try to be nice about it as possible, a gentle warning, but if it's really, like a shameless intentional attack on me or a community member, especially a community member, I just ban the person on the spot. And I guess an important thing, when it does come to that, just emphasize on the bad behavior. Focus on the bad behavior instead of the actual person. Okay. There are bad people on the internet. That's not a secret. It's just unfortunate that when they find their way into communities who are, minding their own business and just being peaceful and kind. Just, if something feels off, just call it out in the nicest way possible. And if the bad behavior persists, then do what you have to. Ban it. Block the person. Yes. So that is basically it. What else do I have to say about communities? Okay. A part of engaging the community involves keeping them informed with what's going on. If you can't like make a video, I'm just citing this as an example. If you can't make a formal video to announce important events right away, maybe you have your exclusive Discord server, or you could use your YouTube community post to make announcements there instead. If that takes, I that might be more convenient. Just keep them informed with what's happening. If you need help, let them know. Even if you don't like receive help from them, I think they would appreciate the fact that you're keeping them in the loop with what's going on. Because once your community grows to a certain point, it would be beloved by a lot of people. And who knows, maybe some willing and able folks might be able to assist you with whatever you need. I've done that several times in my community. One was setting up memberships. I did not know how to go about it because I was doing everything on my own. I asked for help with setting up the emojis for the live chats, and we have gracious community members. Shout outs to Pedro, to Whooper, Lampent, Mr. Rhythm. If I forgot to mention anyone else, I'm so sorry, but you guys know who you are. Thank you for helping me do that. And we also have generous donors like Noah, Bello, Ninja, among others. I am so sorry. I if I won't be able to mention all of them. There were times that I needed extra funds to get pay some bills, and they really came through. They are the reason why I was able to get Legend ZA. So I a good thing to establish in a community is like an environment of support. That is what I would encourage you to do. All right. So that is it. I have run out of things to talk about. Feel free to comment any questions you may have. Keep the conversation going there. And when I have time, I'll get into those questions as soon as I can. All right. I'll see you on the next episode. And thank you for watching, everyone. Bye.